Uh,
Yeah.
all good. So I think today I had posted one this thing about coaching actually, you know, where
Okay.
I have mentioned a few points which is to do with why one would need coaching. But
Okay.
as a lateral thinking, I thought it is more important to talk what coaching is not.
Yes. And that confuses people. Right.
Yeah, because there apparently a lot of assumptions or misconceptions about this. So maybe it's a good thing to talk about it. What do you say?
That's right. Absolutely. And people think that it is something related to psychiatry or psychology, or sometimes they uh, look towards coaches as they are some therapists. All right. Uh, but what I have understood and what coaches do is completely different from all these things.
Mm-hmm.
And there is an expectation of coaches that they are supposed to understand others and tell them, guide them to do things. But it's completely opposite to that. Coaches help a person to understand himself or herself, rather than it is even irrelevant if I, being a coach, understand the person or not. Even if I understand, let's say I understand, how does it matter? Doesn't. If I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand, how does it matter? It doesn't. Important thing is that I help the person become more aware about himself, his life, his type of personality, what
Yeah.
he can do, what his potential is, and bring out
Mm-hmm.
the best out of all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So it is more important for him to understand. For example, why telling and advising fail actually? It fails because we have been advised all our lives, and our ears and mind actually stops at the word go when somebody starts telling something,
Yes.
right? And and about understanding it, it is an unfulfilled expectation from everyone. Like
Mm-hmm.
we have expected always that our parents should understand us, our teachers should understand us, our friends should understand us, our boss should understand, our company should understand, government should understand. And I was watching Big Boss, and there is Arfin who is a mind coach, and
Mm-hmm.
people are expecting him to understand everything, everybody else. So
Yeah.
why does he need to understand
Yeah.
others?
Yes.
Important thing is if I
Yes.
understand myself or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same is for everyone else. What do you think?
I want to share a couple of experiences of my own. Uh, one day I had a call from a mother. Okay, and she said, "I want you to coach my son." And I asked her what your son does. He said nothing. She said nothing. Uh, I said, "How old is he?" He's 27 years old. Now look, just imagine he's 27 years old and he's not doing nothing, sitting at home, and she's mother. She's working hard to make things work. Of course, I understand her genuine concern for him and for his future and her anxiety. But then I asked her, "How do you expect me to coach him when he is the person who should be coming and seeking this help, not you?" Because
True.
like the old saying goes, you can take a horse to the pond, but you cannot make it drink. You can, okay? She was ready to pay me upfront. You can pay me, okay? But when he is not ready to take it, when he is not willing to take it, how is he going to get it? He can't get it. So coaching is, first of all, it is from the other side, not from the coach. The person whoever wants to be coached. The person who is having, whoever is having some challenges in life, okay, he should, I mean, if he is willing to face the reality, take tough questions, okay, in exchange to improve his own life, then it works. Then it, this is not some kind of Baba stuff where you do some hocus pocus and things work. No, it doesn't work like this, right?
That's true. That's
And
true.
I
And
tell you another incident, like like for example, let's talk about hypnosis. Once I was in a gathering where there was a famous hypnotist and he was doing a mass hypnosis everywhere. Okay, then I am sitting there in the middle of those, and I'm telling myself I'm not going to be in this. I'm not going to get hypnotized. And of course, I did not get hypnotized because I'm not ready to get hypnotized. There's nothing wrong with that guy. He's a very famous hypnotist. But the thing is, I'm telling myself I'm not going to get hypnotized, so I did not get hypnotized. So it is as simple as that for in coaching also. You can only coach people who are willing, who are ready to get coached, who are ready to change their lives, who are ready to accept the truth, who are ready to face the tough questions, right? Yeah, that's it. And if people think
absolutely,
otherwise, it's total misconception.
absolutely right, Preet. That is a prerequisite. That's the first thing at the base of anything to start upon or to build
Yeah,
upon. There
yeah,
has to be a desire and a want to know self and to bring a change
yeah.
in the patterns that a person is becoming stuck, or because of which he's stuck in his life,
Mm,
right? So that desire and that want has to be there first, and then anything can be built upon it.
mm,
A coach can help you become successful in relationship, a career, or your health, but there has to be a desire first. Now, looking at this controversy or the game that the big boss is, uh, everybody is there to seek attention, to grab attention, to get more and more uh, of the screen space, right? So that's a game. It's not that a person is ready to become, get coached. So the expecting somebody who is a coach there, that he should understand others and does not, he should not get triggered, or he should help others to get better. Hello? Uh, that's just an expectation that we always have from others, right? What coaching does is it raises the expectation from self, right? Uh, like it's always uh, an expectation of understanding from others, and with the spouse it is the maximum that
mm.
the spouse has to understand the maximum, right? But why do those relationships fail is because when the expectation is unlimited, huge, and there is an imbalance, those relationships fail, right? Just because of the burden of expectations. Now here it looks like you know because of the profession Arfin is in, he should understand, and the expectation is so high, right? So important thing here is just that what he is doing is he's playing the game, and that's fine.
Well, also I have to mention here, Arvind, sorry, Arish, that see for if I mean for those people whoever are there, okay, if they have if there is, if they are not seeing any change, like for example, I have been coached by somebody, let's say, and I am not seeing any change, or not just about coaching, even even in life, we have we always tend to blame others, like blame the government, government, blame the system, blame the traffic, blame everything else on the earth except myself. That's the problem. That's the problem number one. When you are not ready to change, nothing will change for you. Now, don't blame others.
True.
The world famous coach cannot help you. Cannot
Exactly.
help you because
Yes.
unless you are ready to change, nothing will change for you. So, these expectations that you're talking about, because I have not seen that show and I don't know what's going on there, but this I think is also because maybe the people don't even know what coaching is, and mostly, as you were saying, people are there for to catching maximum eyeballs, maximum screen space, maximum. I mean, the guys are craving for attention. So, in order to seek attention, sometimes people like to, you know, aggravate things, exaggerate things. So, this, I mean, that's not a mindset of somebody who's willing to learn, willing to change, right?
Exactly.
So this applies to anybody. I mean, when you want to change life, when you have some certain challenges, when you want to overcome those challenges, you should be ready to do what it takes. Somebody else cannot do it for you. Somebody else can
Exactly.
show you. Somebody else can show you the mirror. That's it.
True. And the other person has to accept it.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's say
yeah, yeah.
let's say the coach is even showing the mirror. The
Yeah,
acceptance has to come from the client,
yeah, yeah.
that person himself,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
definitely, definitely. That's
So
interesting. I mean, sometimes I know one case where a woman, she's been married for a long time, nearly 30 years, and always had complaints with the spouse. Okay, so I mean, over a period of time, as you observe what's going on in the mind, one expectation or one as a coach, one expectation from your client is that okay, uh, you have been doing these XYZ things for 30 years and it did not work. Okay. What else you can do? For a simple thing to start with, can you forgive? No. Okay. You can't forgive. Okay. Can you change your expectations? No. For everything, she said no. Now, if she is saying no for everything, she is not willing to change, is not willing to forget, not willing to forgive, not willing to change her perception, not willing to look from the other side. So, can we expect a positive result out of it? So, this is a people, even though they 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 must have heard about coaching from others and they are curious about it and they thought maybe by paying some money they will overcome this or whatever their challenges are. That doesn't work like that. You may pay any amount of money, that's fine, but the real thing is it has to come from within and you should be willing to take those bold steps. Other than without that, it's not going to work. It's I mean it sounds brutal, but that is the truth.
that's true. That's true. So coming to expectations from coaches, just wanted to share one, uh, story. Uh, the coaches are also human beings and they also go through challenges in their lives. And of course, for because they understand coaching is important, they they seek help from other coaches, right? Now, but people who do not understand the importance and they have come, for example, there was a friend at one point of time I helped him to uh, make him understand what was going on in his life and he got benefited out of it. And at that point of time I was not doing it professionally, so I listened what was going on in his life, understood his challenges in relationship, and I didn't give any advice. I just listened and I just asked a few questions, very simple questions. And then when he answered those questions, he himself has some ideas coming out that okay, this should be the next step he should take. Okay, and that's how the things got resolved. Now, years later, I was into some challenges in life. All right. Now he the first comment I heard from him was "Diya tale andhera," that I am helping others. So how can I have that problem, right? So 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 people have those kind of expectation. Like for from doctors, I have worked with doctors for almost 2 decades, right? So the expectation from them is they are doctors. How can they become sick, right? So again, these are the kind of expectations people have from professionals. That let's say if there is a civil engineer, uh, he should not ask any other civil engineer for an advice or a consultancy, about something. Well, how absurd that is, right? So that goes with every profession. Uh, so there is a you know helping others is a different thing, but when it comes to self, you know, uh, when a person is engrossed in his own problems, there are emotions related to it,
Mm-hmm.
and the the environment is not that clear. As a third person, I may be able to see the perspective without any bias, and from a neutral standpoint, and there will be an objectivity to it. But when I see my own things, there is an emotion attached to it, and because of those emotions, it's not very clear. So I may not be able to see those things objectively, but a third person can. And that's where the coaches who have experience, who know things, they can actually help people,
Yeah,
right?
that's a good thing you mentioned because it it reminds me of one case. Like we all agree that Tony Robbins is the world's most famous coach ever to date. Okay,
Yeah,
after Jim Rohn. Now he was sharing one day his own thing. His daughter, his daughter, and she's passionate about dancing, right? And she was studying in college, and he is watching her, and he obviously want her to pursue her desire, his her passion, that is dancing. Okay, but at the same time, if he tells her, it will be like dad telling, right? So when he discussed this with her, she said, "I need to ask the another guy who's actually a coach." So Tony Robbins was saying, people pay me millions to listen to me, and my daughter must listen to another coach. So that's how it is.
it is
That's how it works.
absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
when you want to do it in your close circle, or when you want to do to your own people, automatically there will be some bias or some preconceived notions will kick in. So if whenever it has to do with coaching, it is better to be a third party where who can tell you the truth, who can be honest with you, without any bias, without any baggage. So
Exactly.
it's not different whether it is Arvind or Tony Robbins or you or me or whoever it is. These are the facts. These are the facts about coaching or about being coached. We all are human beings, as you said, end of the day, and we
True.
all sometimes need to be reminded of what your strength is, what you are doing and what you are not doing. This is normal with anybody. And coming back to our original discussion, yes, people. We have seen multiple number of times that people who come to our sessions, we know that they need help, we know that they need coaching, but when they are not ready to take it, we can't give it. We can't give it.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
That's the basic.
yeah.
So Thank you, Said. Thank you, Said, for taking time out from the program you were in,
Yeah, it
and
was.
it was
It's
it was
always
a
good to
good
catch up on this.
discussion.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the
Nice
party.
talking.
Bye bye.